All right, so the next thing I do is I take a mobility ball. This is the size of a tennis ball. Again, this one from Kelly Starrett and Rogue. Has all these grippy things on it. I believe you can still find it on his website again, or on the Rogue website. It's the ready state now, but I'll try and provide links to this in the description. And I have this Active Mobility thing, which is like a half ball with this rounded thing at the top, so it sits on the ground really well. You can use it for a variety of different things, but I'll show you what I use it for in a second. But now we're going to try and use our hands to go into some of the spots on our legs, particularly our lower legs, that might be tender or just need to work out a little bit more. They're hard to get with the foam roller. So what I do is I sit in a 90-90 position. So this might be tough for some people, but this is probably the best way I've found to do it. I sit in like this 90-90, so your legs are both at 90 degrees. That's why it's called 90-90. Your front leg's at 90 degrees and your back leg's at 90 degrees. Can't really see my back leg right now. But I sit with in this position. This in itself will be a stretch for people's hips. A good thing to do anyways. But you can sit in whatever position you feel comfortable. If you can't get in this 99 position, that has nothing to do with working on the calf, but I find it an easy position to get into. So I take my Active Mobility ball thing and I stick it under my calf. I don't have a particular place. I put it in the middle of the calf and rest my leg on that. And then I take my other ball here and I'm just gonna go throughout the side of the calf, front side, back side. And I'm gonna just start moving the tissue around here with the ball. This is like really tacky material, rubber material, so it sticks. So when you move the ball back and forth, it moves the skin and muscles and everything back and forth. It doesn't really just slide on top of your skin. And you just want to work up and down, just get from all the way from the back of the calf to the front kind of side of the shin, all the way from the top of the right below the knee. You're going to go all the way down to bottom of your leg. And again, you want to make sure you cover everything here. And again, if you find any spots that are particularly seem like they need a lot of work, then go ahead and dig into that. Since I'm more in maintenance mode here with my plantar fasciitis, I just go all over. I get a general scrubbing of all the tissues up and down the legs. I don't really spend too much in one particular spot. I just make sure to go over everything just to get a nice coverage of everywhere I possibly can. So you're gonna go, once you get everything up and down the leg, then shift a little bit here so you can see. So it was important to work the foot as well. The foot is another potential spot for reasons for plantar fasciitis. So I'll take the ball and just start going along the bottom of the foot here as well. Just dig in there. Again, if anything feels particularly uncomfortable, I don't have any particularly uncomfortable spots at the moment, but dig in there. Usually with plantar fasciitis, you'll feel it in the back half. The pain is going to be in the back half of your foot. So from like your arch all the way back to your heel, particularly in the heel. So if the heel is sore, you can spend some time on that heel and move things around. Spend some time up in the middle of the foot. Just get that heel and the back half all worked out. And that can help a little bit too. So then you're gonna do the same thing for the back leg. The leg that you have behind you, or behind me in this case. I don't move the ball back there because you'll see what we're gonna do is we'll flip around. So you're gonna do this back leg as well. So you're gonna do the same thing. The only difference here in the back leg is you're gonna make sure to get outside of the foot as well. So you're gonna get, as opposed to getting outside here, the inside, you can get more of the outside of this foot. And you can go into the heel here as well. But you're also gonna do the top of the foot, right? So we don't think about the top of the foot, but take that ball and kind of scrub along the top of your foot on this back foot, this back leg as well. And then what we'll do is you just switch. So you get the other leg, take the ball, take the Active Mobility ball, put it underneath your other leg, Move that other leg into basically switching your 99 position. So the leg that was in front is now in the back. The leg that was in back is now in the front. Again, if you're using 99 position, and you're gonna go through this leg and do the same exact thing. Again, get the bottom of this foot. You're gonna get the side and the top the last time. You're gonna get the bottom this time. And then you're gonna go through the other leg and do the same thing in the back. Again, get the top of the foot and the outside of the back of that foot as well. And then the other thing that I do here with the ball is I will then really take the ball, mobility wad ball or the rogue ball or whatever you want to call it, your tennis ball, whatever, and you're gonna just run that right along the bottom of your foot, pushing into the ground with your foot. You can do this standing up as well. Probably a little bit more effective standing up. You can put more pressure into it, but most people don't need so much pressure when they already have plantar fasciitis in their foot. This is probably okay. I usually do it sitting on the ground, just go back and forth, go up and down, just everywhere. Move that ball all along the bottom of the foot. Really get it. And you can get the heel too. Really do that. You can do that for both feet. And then the final thing I do is I will sit up on my knees and I'm going to stretch out my toes here and the top of my feet. So I'm going to jam my toes into the ground. I'm going to sit back with my butt on my heels and I'm going to just put some pressure on there. So I'm stretching out my toes, my foot. This can feel really good to stretch everything out. Again, be gentle. This might be quite painful for people. I've been doing this for a long time. So you might only have to, don't need to sit on your feet. You can just jam your feet into the ground. That might be enough for you, but eventually you can try and work. So you can actually sit on your feet like this and really stretch out the bottom of the foot that way. The other thing that I will do is then flip my feet and sit back with my feet on this. So I'm stretching out the top of my feet like that. Again, take your time. You might not need any pressure at all. You might just be able to go like this. You might not be able to get your feet flat. You might just have to stay like this, depending on your flexibility, mobility, how long you've been doing it, that type of thing. Again, you can sit back onto your feet and really stretch out the top of the feet, front of the shin, that type of stuff as well. So that can help as well.